Hi everyone, my name is Kenneth Cho, and today I'll be walking through a C++ program that calculates the speed of a vehicle based on our user input for distance and time. We'll also explore some debugging tools in Visual Studio to step through our code and understand how some of those work as well. So let's start by looking at our program. We have a function called calculate speed, and that takes on two parameters, which is distance parameter and then time parameter. So this function returns the speed by dividing distance by time, right here. Return distance parameter divided by time parameter. So in our main function, we prompt the user to enter the distance traveled in miles and time taken in hours. So enter distance traveled in miles, and then enter time it took to travel distances in hours. Then we can call the calculate speed function to display our results. So double speed equals calculate speed distance time. Your time was traveling, miles per hour, and that returns it. So now let's run the program with some sample inputs. So if we press F5, it will bring out the calculator. So enter distance traveled in miles. We can put 10, and then enter time it took to travel in the distance in hours. We put 2. So our answer should be 5, because when we divide 10 by 2, it should give us 5. And that is correct. Your vehicle is traveling 5 miles per hour. So we can do this again by running with some more difficult numbers. Let's say we do like 125. Then we can do, let's say, like 17. So this will give us an awkward number. If I pull out my calculator right now, I can do 125 divided by 17. Yeah, it should give us roughly 7.35. It's a little bit of an awkward number, but that's what you get when you deal with something that is not exactly easy to divide. Alright. And then, so now we have to set breakpoints. So to understand what's happening for our program, we can set a breakpoint right here on double speed equals calculate speed distance time. This should stop it from returning us a value after they do the or before they divide the distance and time. So we can set it there by clicking the red dot, and then while we run the program, we can run it by pressing F5. And then let's say we do 10 again, we do 5. It should not give us anything because that's where we set the breakpoint at. And then right here it says this will tell us what's the next execution. Alright. And then if we do press F11, which is step into, we can see how if we do this steps into everything. So right here, we step into it, enter the distance traveled in time, miles, 10. And then we do the next one. That gives into our next part, which is, let's see right here, and the time it took to travel this distance in hours. So that'll be 2. We go back, go through everything, and then when we return, speed should be 5, and that is correct. And then we go back out. We can do press F10, which is step over, and that'll just execute everything, the function without stepping inside. Go. 2. Here we go. And then yeah, speed is 5, and that is